up? It's your girl Kim Ray, and I'm back with another TV show review, and this is your review on Pose Season 2, episode number 1. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel, like the video, share the video, comment down below on what you thought about this episode, which was right around an hour and a half. Yeah, super late, we all tired, but I had to get my review up because this is a new show that I'm reviewing. I love this show. I caught up on season 1 on Netflix, so I'm good to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get into this review. We're not going to be doing no chops, no edits, okay, because I got work in the morning, okay? So we're just gonna, I don't know if we're gonna go chronological, but we are gonna talk about some things. First, let's talk about the significance of this show, y'all. Okay, so the show is centered around the ballroom scene. The ballroom scene is focused on the LGBTQ community, and just the ballroom scene, the ballroom created a family or, you know, a setting where the community could exist when they were really being pushed out, ostracized, casted out of the natural world, or of the real world, the natural real world. This was like back in the 80s and 90s. You know, since then we've become more inclusive as a country. You know, we've made great strides. We have a whole entire Pride Awareness Month, but we still have a long way to go with lots of transgendered females and males being murdered and killed in the streets. Is a long way to go. But this show centers around the ballroom scene and a lot of the trials and tribulations and stories and triumphs that come from being a part of this community, right? So it was good to see Blanca back, Elektra back. One huge thing about this show is that most of the main characters of the cast are transgender women, and you just don't see that. You just don't see it. You can pretty much name the transgender women that are featured in different shows like Laverne Cox and Orange is the New Black, and that's about all that I can name. But so it's very interesting that they have this show where the cast, pretty much the whole cast, well, actually the whole cast is a part of the LGBTQ community, and the forefront is transgendered women. Okay, y'all, I'm tired. So, we open up with Pray Tell and Blanca. They are on a boat or ferry, and they're going over to like this vacant, well, this field or lot of just bodies. And basically it's where unclaimed bodies, adults, children, infants go. And I just was like, is this real? It must be real for them to be putting it in this show. You know, they're basing it off of something. But basically, you know, the guy that we saw, Pray Tell, wanting to hook up with her, or that Blanca was trying to hook up last season, he actually did end up dating him. His name was Keenan, but he ended up passing away. Now, I don't know if he was, if he had AIDS and that's how he passed. They said that he had pneumonia, but I don't know. I don't know if, I keep wanting to say Showtell, if Pray Tell passed the virus on, because Pray Tell doesn't have AIDS yet. So I don't really know. And I think he just died from pneumonia. So I don't really know the progression of HIV, but they do make sure to say, you know, this is something happening in our community a lot at that time. So he has passed, and they're trying to find his body. They end up doing, like, you know, signing a rock in this huge, like, lot of rocks where people have written messages, and it just blew my mind. That, like, I'm like, is this real? Like, and it was just, it's sad, really sad. We go on to see them, or at least Pray Tell, at a funeral, and you know, the ladies, I can't remember the name, Lulu and Candy, they're making kind of jokes, you know, because it kind of just shows you that going to funerals becomes like regulatory to them, okay? They're always at funerals. So it's not even like a big deal to them. They're laughing and joking in the front pew. And, you know, Pray Tell goes up. Judy, we remember her, the nurse. You know, she's joking with Pray Tell. And, but, you know, Pray Tell is just starting to feel like, why does this keep happening? He was so young. What can we do? We're just dying out here. What do we do? And if you remember, he and Blanca were were found positive with HIV. So up until this point, Blanca just has HIV. We find out that her T cell count is low, so that means that she has now crossed over into being positive for AIDS. So, you know, this kind of lights a fire under Blanca, as if she doesn't already have a fire up under her. What I really like about Blanca is she don't take no for an answer. She does have heart, like Elektra said, and she just really is about her business, you know, nourishment, having those rules, building a foundation for these kids. Like, she just is all about that. So we see that Judy is with Wanda, who is a part of, her and Judy are a part of ACT UP, which is like a group that protests the Catholic Church, saying that condoms are basically ineffective. And you guys know the Catholic Church, you know, had a lot of power back then, still does, and was able to convince, I guess, the public, or was putting out messages not to use condoms, or not to sell condoms, or condoms are wrong or ineffective. You know that internally makes the gay community or LGBTQ community feel like using these condoms won't benefit them at all, which internally kills them, because now they're transmitting HIV, and you know, they want to do something about it. So Pray Tell is getting ignited. He's getting passionate about this. We start to see him, you know, kind of, it's not so much about him narrating these balls anymore. Now he wants it to be about more. He even calls Elektra out on the floor, honey. And they was doing it. They got real creative with the scenes and the narratives, and I just was like, man, I would have so much fun at one of these. I don't know if I'm invited, but it just looks like so much fun. But basically he calls out Elektra because Elektra decided that she wasn't gonna go. The entire house went, and she did not go. I thought it was interesting how they did a sit-in in the church. It took me a while to get what was going on. I seen in the program that it said no condoms, thought that was weird to have that in church. It just, stuff like that just irks me, you know, because I'm not gonna get into religion, but it just irks me when you see yeah, I'm not gonna get into religion, but basically, so they're doing this sit-in, and you know, the kids understand the importance. If I haven't already said this, Ricky is gone on tour with Al B. Sure, so he got that gig. Remember, he was auditioning for it. Let me look at my notes. At this same time, Madonna's hit song, I think called Vogue, was out, and this was basically a shout out to the ballroom scene. So Blanca is really excited the entire episode. She's feeling like it's like a sign, and this means that this is for her. And that's what I love about Blanca. She sees the light in any situation, and before she can even look down and get low or feel down on herself, she just picks herself right back up, and I just love that about her. So we see the voguing. The voguing is very prevalent. I can't do it, but you know, I just feel like it's a lot of the movement with the hands and stuff. So that's very prevalent. We see Angel. Angel seems to be a spotlight of this episode. She is giving it to the camera. Okay, from the walk into the arms and the body and the eyes and the face, and so they're playing around, her and Lil Poppy, who is back at the house, and they are taking Polaroids. And this is when Blanca kind of sees a modeling in her future. So she encourages her to do that instead of being a streetwalker, because she went back to doing that because she's about her money, remember? So she actually goes to a casting call. The lady there gives her a hookup to a professional photographer to go get some actual professional proofs, and then invites her back for the semis, right? So this is good because, you know, Angel does not really feel confident, if you guys remember, because she has not had the surgery, right? So she even though she feels like a woman, even though she presents herself as a woman, you know, they have this thing where they're talking about like, if you pass, you know, because with transgendered women, sometimes you can't tell because they have taken the hormones, some of them have gotten the surgery, you know, but with others, you know, who maybe are just now starting out the journey, a lot of them get picked on or called he, you know, that type of thing. So Angel has always been, if you guys remember when she was talking to the guy who's cheating on his wife, she did not like that part of her. So I feel like that's where her insecurities come from, because she's obviously beautiful. So she goes on to take pictures with this photographer. She's doing great, looking bomb, and of course the photographer's a schizo. Okay, he must have known. I don't know, because he didn't seem shocked when she got down to the last bit of clothing. Okay, I don't know if he knew from jump when he seen her. You know, she did not have enough money to do the whole photo shoot, and so she was just there for one picture. But you know how people push you into doing more than you came to do. Okay, so obviously, if you guys did not see, he violates her, taking all these pictures of her naked. You know, this is already a part of her that she does not like to share like that. She's not really comfortable. And really, honestly, I'm just gonna say, if I had to prove to somebody my gender by showing my private areas, it would make me so upset, honestly. If I'm telling you I'm a woman and I ain't committing a crime, I'm a woman. Okay? So just this part, you know, was humiliating, hurtful for her. She goes ahead and tells Blanca and Lil Poppy, they roll up on the cameraman. They're giving him the business while they get the negatives, the proofs, all of that, and let him know don't do it again. Blanca said, don't come for mine. Okay, but this was Angel's episode. Okay, we were getting the full face, and she had the lashes and the smoky eye and the hair pulled back and the big curly hair and the body and the length of her body, and you know, just all of that. It just was good to, I don't know. I like this show because obviously it's different. Okay, we ain't never seen no show about the gays just on primetime television. Okay, which really is not primetime because it comes on 10 at night, 9 for me. But just to focus on the ballroom scene, and then it be about like black and brown people who were impoverished, and like get to the real nitty gritty. I'm not really educated on the community like that. I am a supporter, but to see, you know, where the fabulosity, the ferocity, all of, you know, the house, and you know where all that comes from. I know Tiana Taylor, she kind of gave us a little bit in her WTP video, and you know, I was following the ballroom hashtag, but the people was throwing it in with ballroom dance, and I was like, I'm good. But I do want to learn more about it, but it's just very interesting to have a show LGBTQ focused, and just you're learning. You, like, if anything, you're learning about the history. Alextra's getting on my nerves. Let me get on her for just a minute. She's so just, we watched her like decline towards the end of last season. And so, you know, for Blanca to take her in, I said no cuts, huh? Okay, anyway. For Blanca to take Elektra in and, you know, kind of help build her back up and, you know, let her know I'm still here for you. And then Elektra just, I don't know how she got back on her feet. I don't know where she get all this money from. I guess we're gonna find that out. It just annoys me how, like, entitled and all the orders she's giving. And, you know, I mean, obviously this character is to emulate someone in the community. I guess everyone knows a person like this. But honestly, I don't, Blanca has the patience of the Lord himself, okay? I mean, Blanca is giving. She's compassionate. She has endurance, and she's loving but strict, determined, ambitious, motivational, like just all of it. And people just constantly just using her. I mean, she's very green, but then in a lot of ways her green, like she she's just beautiful, honestly. You don't meet or see a lot of people that just have your back. And maybe that's to show the house scene, or how it is, you know, when you have a mother. I don't know, because I'm not familiar with the community. But this character right here, I'm just like, sometimes I like when she was talking to Damon about condoms and all that, you know, last season, I just was like, wow. Wow. Okay. So let me see if I missed anything. Oh, Blanca quitting her job. The boss was out of line. And you know, I feel like, I mean, I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. I feel like transgendered women, transgendered men, transgendered people, period, gay men, maybe not so much gay women, I don't know, people in interracial relationships, black people, brown people, always have to deal with a boss who wants to wave like in your face that I gave you a chance type of thing because of what you are. So I was proud of Blanca for quitting, but that part of Blanca I can't get with, because I'm like, I would need my job. I'd have to go ahead and swallow my pride. So she has quit her job at the nail shop because she was trying to make her work during this very important, you know, protest. Seemed like the manager was looking for a reason to fire her anyway. Just hating. I honestly, I don't know. I understand why the show's on so late. It's obviously very popular, trending #1 on Twitter all night. I'm interested to see where this show is going to go, how it's going to challenge the way that society thinks. Are we going to have more homophobia coming out? I don't know, but I will be around to comment on the show and review the show on this channel. You guys let me know what you guys thought about episode 1 down below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Visit all the links in my description box. And if you guys are into Queen Sugar, I'll be reviewing that tomorrow night. Can't wait for the return. I'm Kemma Rae, and this is Kemma Rae Music TV, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!